Go.
Patchen, Lukens, Osso.
Patch and Lukens at Osso.
Well, 3.5.
7.5. 700 ESPN. 1080 ESPN. Live from the Frost Brewed Coors Light studio. We heard that on the golf course today, and it was hilarious.
We're standing at Meadowwood, and we played number 11, which means there's water on number 11, and then we're on the number 12 tee. So the water is in between us and the 11 tee box, and somebody kind of pulled it over our direction, and they yelled 4, and it splashed well short of us in the water, well short of our tee box, and then we yelled 3.5. That was funny.
That was awesome.
I've never heard that on a golf course.
The same guy that yelled 4 yelled 3.5. Yeah, pretty awesome. We have Chris Crocker with us today. Chris, hello. How are you?
I am awesome.
Yeah, well, okay. Just say you're doing well.
Okay, so the big suspense that we want to keep suspenseful here for a second is we had a wager going into today's golf tournament. Rick and I's team versus Crocker's team.
We kind of set an attainable goal for our team.
We wanted to be 10 under.
Which we hit.
We wanted to be 10 under par.
And we were.
And that's with a 25 handicap and a 22 handicap.
On our team.
Our team. We hit 10 under. We got our butts kicked by Crocker's team.
Yeah.
Chris's team won the entire tournament today.
They finished 15
under. Not mixed. The entire tournament.
We did. We won the tournament.
So
that was awesome.
We Rick and I bow in your presence.
Thank you.
We eat humble pie, and we will.
And we get a prize.
That's coming next week.
We will be working on a video. Now I want to do this right, so the video may take a week or two.
Okay.
But we'll get done.
If it's worth the wait, I will wait.
We will own up to our bet, and we're recording this so everybody can tell. We will own up to it, but it may take a week or two.
I had a really good song written for them to sing.
Oh man, he did. To the theme of
well, it was everybody in the background who wasn't singing, which was everybody but you and Spazito were going to be going boom boom ch.
Oh, yes.
And he had the entire two verses.
That's a shame.
Oh, yeah.
Well, maybe there will be an opportunity for you to
I've got it right here.
Reclaim
some
glory.
I'll pull it out sometime.
Just hold on to it. Yeah. You never know.
Now, Chris, how exactly, because you guys finished 15 under par.
Yes.
What happened?
It was...
First of all, we did not get in Bob's head, apparently.
No, yeah. Bob played well. His short game was on the money. It was one of those things where it was just magic. Our team, everybody played well. This was, I think, the best.
Come on, you had a Scottish guy in your team who hit the crap out of the ball.
We did have a Scottish guy.
Let's start with that.
But I think they used 6 of my drives.
Wow.
I know. I was
That
hitting.
guy bombed.
How do you use 6 of your drives when that guy's hitting 300-yard drives?
Well, I get to hit from the reds.
Oh.
I was hitting the snot out of the ball. I made some good putts. Dave Spazito drained some amazing putts. I got to tell you, the Scottish guy.
He's a 2 handicap.
He was very helpful.
And apparently every bit of the 2. Maybe
he was
even
amazing.
less.
I got to tell you, quite frankly, that is the best golfer I have played with since the last time I played with my dad years ago. I mean, he was incredible. He was a joy to play with. But we all played awesome. We sunk lots of putts. I hit some great approach shots. We all played. There was never a time where we were like, nobody hit a good shot. And we made phenomenal putts, and you've got to make, because we had 2 eagles. We missed a long eagle putt. We had lots of opportunities.
How many mulligans did you use?
4.
You used 4 mulligans?
Yeah, 2 on each side.
Good. Yeah. We lipped out 2 or 3 pretty long putts that would have
birdie putts,
which would have put us closer. And then we went on a 4 straight hole par streak, which killed us.
That ended it for us.
We were 8 under with 6 to go. And so we would have had an outside shot because our handicap would have brought us right there with you. But But we went on at 10 under. We're going to live with that. We can live with
We,
that.
Well, no, that
we
was
hit our
nice.
goal.
We hit our goal.
When you had a good golfer too, Jim Morrison.
Yeah, that
and
guy.
we're
Yeah.
going to get into that
Yeah.
after we let you go.
He's good.
It was humbling.
That's,
Keith would hit Satan. Oh, now that's the best drive I've hit in a couple of years. And then Jim would outdrive him by
Yeah.
30 yards.
Yeah.
It was,
And our ringer, it's not just that Scottish guy. He has a name, and it is Scott McLean.
the Scottish guy.
And he is. Do you know him?
No, it just sounds like a Scotch.
He does.
Oh.
Scott.
Scott
He
McLean,
is-
Scotch
Scott,
whiskey.
yeah.
He
McLean.
is. He's not just like 1 foot in. I mean, he is Scottish,
Oh.
and he was a delight. He is like rocketing up my list of favorite people of all time.
Well, yeah, it helps you get
Yeah.
a 15 under.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
not
I
bad.
have a really good story from today, but it's a little bit blue.
That
How
works-
blue
it
can
works
we
on
go?
our show.
Can
We're
I?
good.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay.
I give you permission. I trust your judgment.
Okay. This is well. This.
We're on delay. We're
This
okay.
is
We
such.
can-
I
Fi-
can't.
fingers
This is
poised on the button.
such a good story, and it's okay. So
I think we're okay.
I sit down with my little
You
lunch.
do know we're recording this, so
Yeah.
just
Okay.
so as long, yeah.
I'll try to. Okay.
No,
so
we're all
I
right.
sit down with my little lunch, and here comes Craig T. Nelson.
Craig T. Nelson.
And
Yeah. Steve's not here today.
The substitute
You
comes through.
bet.
Yes.
yeah, that was nice.
I thought I was going to have to do it for him. Well, there we go.
that was smart.
It's okay. Just build up a little
Well,
bit. to
maybe
the story.
this is definitely not something you would say on KXOI for HD News, but
Ah,
maybe
we're
I can get
okay.
away with it here. So and he and I are chatting about courses we love and what courses I play the most. And I'm like, well, what's your favorite course? And he's like, okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Here's well, I lost my virginity on the driving range at Indian Canyon. so
that would have to
Indian
be-
Canyon.
That would have to be. That's okay. Good for him. Talk about a hole-in-one. There we go. So that's how that works. Then, yeah. But that's how that works out. But no, that's a heck of a story.
So that definitely, and I mean, that was, yeah. So can I say that? On
Yeah,
No,
sure.
I think
No.
what Keith said is worse than what you said.
No, we're good. We're good.
So when you're out at the canyon next time,
On the driving range.
just, yeah, there you go.
There's always that.
You know what's going to go through my head is that recording of Craig T. Nelson.
Yes.
Every time you're out on the driving range.
Every time I swing the club out there now.
I think we should rename it like the Craig T. Nelson driving range.
Nice. The new guy's on it. I love it.
No.
Yeah. Good for him.
Well, I'm wondering what impression his date was left with. What she might have said.
There might have been
Yeah.
an impression.
Yeah.
Divots,
There's a lot of jokes with slices and hooks and all that stuff that we could get
it's
to.
a rich
Shanks
cornucopia
and,
of inappropriate
Yeah.
double entendres
But we
once you
won't,
start
but we
talking
won't
about
mention
golf.
any of those golf
No,
terms, right?
because we
Okay.
don't ever
Yeah.
do that. Anyway, it was a great event, and I'm sure the Lilac Lion Services did well because
Correct.
there's lots of mulligans being purchased and used indeed.
No, we had a great time. Chris, congratulations
Thank
not only
you.
on beating us, but more importantly on winning the tournament. That was pretty phenomenal.
It
so.
was a great day out there. We had a blast. Just good to. Doesn't it? When you play good, is the best feeling.
It is. When you hit a good golf shot, it does. It does. What did Kevin Costner say? Tin Cup, a tuning fork goes off in your loins. I understand.
Yeah,
I get
yes.
what that means.
I'm
It's like you
sorry.
hit that ball and the ball's just floating down the middle, and it's like, man, that is
Like,
just a
I
gorgeous
did that.
thing. That is
Yeah.
a gorgeous thing.
Or sinking a long putt. That is, there was lots
Poor
of
Vince.
smiles,
We don't know
lots
anything
of
about
high
that.
fives.
Vince didn't get to
hit
go today.
I didn't. I hit like 2 good drives today, Vince. But I did hit other good shots
Good.
from 150 in.
Oh, that's
We left some shots out there.
We did.
With the distance we had on our team to par 2, par 5s killed us.
oh yeah.
Killed us.
Keith missed a hole in one by
Inches.
what
Oh.
the people, the witnesses, the official witnesses they have to have for the hole in one.
Yeah.
In case you win it,
'Cause it
was
rolled by.
Yeah, they held up this much, which is 1.5, 2 inches. He missed that thing by
When I hit it, and it was the sun
Which hole was it?
11.
number 11.
Oh,
the
yeah.
top
For
one,
the car. For the car, the only one that had a prize on it.
And that was a long for men.
It
That
was
was 180 something,
187. 185, 190.
I think
did the rangefinder at 187.
We did it. It came out about 175. So
those things don't work.
Well, no, yeah, Bob was reading. It was Bob's
no.
rangefinder, and he doesn't know how to read the damn thing.
It couldn't have been one. What'd you say? One what?
75.
175 is what the T's were way up.
Couldn't have been with the club I used.
No, you.
Couldn't
it was
have been.
one. We had it at 187, and I think it played
With a
every bit
rangefinder.
of 187.
It was no. It had to have been over 180. I wouldn't have used that club.
It was 187. Is what we had.
And I hit it, and the sun was coming at us a bit, so
yeah.
you couldn't really see the ball, and I just knew it was going that way, and I didn't even see the witnesses. I kept saying, didn't I say this? Somebody on our group is going to hit this in because there's no witnesses on the tee box.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know they were back behind the
were
green.
tucked in behind the tree. And then my buddy was in the group in front of us, and they were watching on their tee box, and I hit the ball, and I was like, I think that was it's pretty close. And all of a sudden I heard this, and I'm like, I think that's pretty close. And we went up there, and it rolled past the hole. It ended up being, 8 to 10 feet past.
And we birdied.
And we did birdie, but on 11.
Yeah.
The hole that we were dreading, we got a birdie on. But
Who made the putt?
But we parred two. We parred two par fives, and
Nice.
that killed us with the distance we had on our team. We had 3 guys hitting at 300. That's tough to leave that out there.
And then Rick.
Tommy hit one 300. Tommy Giles really laid into a couple.
He
of them
hit
today.
a couple
Really?
of other ones. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. But yeah, that Jim dude, he's a rock star.
Yeah.
Well, Chris, congratulations.
Thank you.
You can anticipate some kind of awesomeness that will be
Video tribute.
rewarded. Your
I am really
direction.
excited about
And
that.
we will put our heart and soul into
Okay,
it at
thank you.
least for 15 minutes, and we'll come up with something. So thanks for stopping
All
by, Chris.
right,
We
thank
appreciate it.
you.
Congratulations, and we do. And I don't normally do this after a loss when we played well and still lost, but I think we need a rematch.
I would be up for that.
You down with that, Rick?
With or without ringers.
I was gonna say.
Whatever the next tournament is that we're
Okay.
all in, we'll figure it
All
out,
right.
and we'll. I think that it would be another good game
I think
because
Scott
Rick can
is
play
going to
better.
be.
I can play better. I think we can make up a couple of strokes.
All right, my Scottish friend, I believe in now, is going to be a permanent fixture on my scramble team.
And he's probably a permanent fixture on the driving range at Indian Canyon.
Oh,
so
now.
congratulations to him for that and for winning a tournament today. So congratulations, Chris. We'll
Thanks.
see you next Thursday, and I hope you're continuing to gloat because we were talking a lot of trash.
Well, it's
So
a lot of fun.
We deserve it. Thanks, Chris. That's
Thanks.
Chris Crocker. When we come back, we're going to break down a little bit more on what you shouldn't do on a golf course, and maybe
Or a driving range.
and maybe what we can get better at. It's Patch and Lukens and Osso, 700 ESPN, 1080 ESPN.